What do you think? Now, will I eat this?
Yeah.
I'll eat it. I'll eat it. Let me taste it. Come. How does it taste? It tastes like... So today I'm actually going to be making some homemade dog food because my dog food is actually running low. Now the last batch I actually made with this was basically like a improvised version of it because I went to Walmart and I found out how expensive it actually is. So I went ahead and I made it myself at home for a fraction of the price. Now my last batch lasted me about 2 weeks, but this batch I'm expecting it to last me about 21 days. Now how much money I actually spent here, I'm actually gonna add it up right here and show you guys in total, but the answer is I actually save a bunch of money doing this at home. Now you are gonna be using drumsticks. Now all you really need, honestly, to make a good quality dog food is going to be a good source of protein, minerals and vitamins, and basically some vegetables and some carbohydrates. That is basically it. It's basically what we need, but a lot less pretty, with no seasoning, very bland, and just all about nutrition. Now this, to me, if I actually needed to, I could probably eat this dog food. This recipe has turkey and vegetables. I could eat this if I wanted to. I don't want to eat it, but my dogs absolutely love it. If you're wondering what dogs I have 2 small puppies. They are a pit bull and German shepherd mix. So they're very energetic and they also eat a lot. 3 times a day actually. So for our ingredients, we're actually going to be using some drumsticks. I get them for less than $1 a pound. When I go to Walmart, I basically get any meat that's basically on sale. I just get whatever is on sale. I actually got about 3 of these, so it's about like, I don't know, like 12 pounds. But when you get drumstick, it's about a 65 to 70% meat yield because obviously it has bone in. And then I got some chicken gizzards. It's about $1.87 a pound. This is just packed of minerals and things that dogs actually need. And then I went ahead and I got some chicken liver, which is also very important to them. This also is about 2 pounds. Carrots, rice, butternut squash. Yeah, dogs eat that, which is crazy. And about 18 eggs. When you're gonna be cracking this, I'm gonna be showing you. I'm also gonna put the shell in the oven because you need calcium. And the dog shell, well, the eggshell has calcium. So you can actually crush this up and feed it to the dogs also. And over here, I actually have broccoli. I don't even eat broccoli, and my dogs eat broccoli. So let's get cooking and let's prepare all this stuff. So to prepare this, we're actually not gonna be doing a lot. We're going to be using an Instapot. So here's my Instapot little bowl. And I'm basically just gonna put all the meat, all the protein basically inside of here, all that I can basically fit. I might have to do 2 rounds of this, but yeah, that's all you want to do. And you basically want to put it in pressure for about 3 hours or so to just basically be able to take the bone out a lot more easy. So let's start doing that right now. This is the drumstick. This drumstick, I seen some people, man, they buy like organic food for their dogs, all this stuff. I think that's cool if you can afford it. But honestly, as long as it's like natural, then I really don't care. So I personally wouldn't eat this. But again, it's pretty good for a dog. It's fine. So just go ahead and put all the drumsticks in there. It is filling up quick. Now, some people say, no, not some people say, I see some people, they actually just go ahead and feed their dogs the drumsticks, just like this. I personally would not do that because, well, when they're actually preparing, you know, like the meat or whatever, they actually clean it with like chlorine and they give it like a chlorine bath, and then it's still in there. Like the water with the chlorine, it's still in there. So all of a sudden you got your dog eating chlorine, and I don't think that's probably good for them. So that's why I don't do it. If it was like my own chickens that I basically butchered and killed, well, then that's different because I know I didn't give it a chlorine bath, you know what I mean? But I know these people definitely did. That's my theory for the most part. Now, have you guys ever ate like stuff like this? Like, you know, like drumsticks, I'm pretty sure everyone ate. But do you guys eat like chicken liver, like the gizzards? Do you guys eat that stuff? Let me know in the comments down below. So that's basically it. So I'm gonna boil all this stuff for like about an hour or so, and then I'm gonna start preparing the eggs and all that stuff. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to make things pretty. It's just basically dog food for the most part. So let's fill this up with water. So we're gonna put this right here. I'm gonna do like medium heat. And then we're gonna put the Instapot in saute mode. And that's basically it. Now we're gonna start cracking some eggs and chopping some vegetables and preparing all that stuff at the same time. I'm actually gonna put this on high heat. I think our total cost for all this meat, which is a ton of meat, it's about like it's about like $12 in drumsticks, $4 in liver, and about like $4 also in like the chicken gizzards. So we're looking at somewhere about $18 worth of meat. I mean, and this is a ton of meat. Again, you can save a ton of money if you start eating like a dog. And this is nutritious, it's good for you, and you basically get everything you need. So you are not spending a ton of money on this. And just like one little batch of those little dog foods that I saw over at Walmart, that's like the natural stuff, it's about like $24. And that's super expensive. For this, I can make a ton more. Now, while we have the meat starting to boil, we're gonna start basically just cracking a bunch of eggs. The craziest thing you're probably gonna think is that once all these eggs are cracked and the meat is actually boiled, you basically just boil the meat and boil the eggs and cook it all together. Like, it's not fancy at all. Now, you wanna make sure you actually save the shells, because we're gonna use the shells as an actual calcium source for the dog. So let's just start cracking. I feel like The Rock right now. Like, I feel like The Rock would eat this many eggs. The most eggs I've eaten is like probably like 6 in a go around. Let me know how much eggs you've eaten like all at once. All right, so we're gonna want to start mixing all these eggs. And all of these eggs, like I mentioned before, I'm just going to dump it in with the meat once the meat is actually done. That's all you really need to do. Now, why not pay for this? The answer is, well, it takes about, I don't know, like probably like 2 hours to do this. And you're basically done, okay? I don't think it's like, it takes that much time to justify to pay someone like 3 times the amount of money that it actually costs. We're gonna need about 1.5 pounds of carrots. I'm gonna say this is a 4-pound bag. I'm gonna say this is about, I don't know, like about 1 pound. And this is about 1.5 pounds. If you wanna be really exact with everything, you could use a scale, but I really don't think you need to be that exact, honestly. And we have a butternut squash and we have the broccoli here. We just wanna chop all these things up in pieces. I was very surprised when I found out that dogs eat carrots. I had no idea. Again, doesn't need to be pretty, because we are making dog food, and the people that are, I mean, the customer does not care. Chickens love this. There you go. Go back in there. Go back inside. Eat that. They're gonna devour that, because they love all the little seeds. See? They're just gonna eat up all those seeds. It's not ready. You have to wait. Now, the last vegetable is going to be the broccoli. So do we do with stems or with no stems? The answer is, again, I pretty much do everything. This is great for them. Very important. When you're going to be boiling these vegetables, you want to make sure you don't throw away the vegetable water, because that is where literally all the vitamins are at. So if you take that out, you're basically done for. This is how our meat so far. This is all the meat, okay? It is not pretty. It is not pretty. And over here in the saute mode on the Instapot, this is how it is looking also. Now, I think I got a great idea. Because we're going to be making 2 pounds of rice, and 2 pounds of rice is about 4.5 cups. Well, what we can do is, once the chicken and the gizzards and the liver is done boiling, instead of going ahead and throwing away that water, that is a stock. So I'm actually going to be using that same water that I used to boil them, which I'm going to do about 9 cups, and I'm just going to do the rice right there. The rice and the vegetables and everything. That way all the vitamins, all the minerals are still right there in the water, and the rice absorbs it, and the dogs actually get it. That's an idea, so don't throw away your water. So while they wait for the new dog food, I'm going to show you guys exactly how they react to the dog food I basically made them last time. Now, I do Ziplocs, but you don't have to. You can do it in a different way. And I basically just portioned it out. Sit. Stay. Good boys. Come on. Come on, boys. Good boys. And they absolutely love it, okay? I'm not kidding. It's been literally less than 3 minutes, and the food is completely gone. Completely gone, guys. Where are they? They're over there. Look at them. Now, what I'm doing is basically deboning the drumsticks. And what I figured out works best, at least for me, is grabbing something like this and then basically holding it upside down, let's say right here, and grabbing a fork and just going like this. And it comes right off. Like all the meat just comes right off. And you want to obviously get as much meat as possible. Again, don't worry about the fat. Don't worry about the skin, the things that you usually don't eat. It does not matter. The dog is going to eat every single part. Be careful though when you're doing this, because there are some bones in drumsticks, like a little skinny bone, and that could actually become a choking hazard. So I'm gonna put this over here, put all the bones over here, and I'm gonna be using these bones to actually put them in the oven at around 400 degrees. And my idea is that, you know, it's going to do something. I already did a lot of them, so I'm gonna start putting up the meat over here. All right, so vegetables are cooking. All the meat has been deboned. Eggs are still here. We got the rice, and the rice is ready to be cooked. Here we have about approximately 9 cups of water. And there you go. That is all the rice. Now, what rice did I use? This rice is like $1. It's parboiled rice. Do you have to use this? The answer is no. You could use any rice, but I decided to use this. All right, so we got the vegetables are done, as you can see, and that looks great. And the rice is also done. Sealing, I was letting the pressure come off. And we can go ahead and open it now. How do you open it? This way. Boom. That is a lot of rice. But look at that. The rice is done. So our next step is literally to mix the rice with the eggs. And here are the eggs. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I don't want to drop it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just pour that on there. Yep. I obviously did not do a good job at mixing. And while you're doing this, what I would do is just put it on saute mode. So everything is done. The only part that's actually left right now is just the mixing. So over here, we actually have the rice and the eggs, as you guys can actually see. And over here, we have the vegetables, as you can see. And these vegetables, honestly, man, I'm telling you, it is dog food. I can guarantee you it is. It's hot. It's dog food, but I'm telling you that if I had to eat it, I definitely would. It's not that bad. We have all the eggshells right here. Again, you can just basically crush it down. I think it's better to crush it once the meat is there because it won't go all over the place. But now we just empty out all the meat. I think that's more meat than I've ever seen in my whole life in one place. So over here we have the rice. Well, rice and eggs. This is hot. Okay. Okay, right here. We're gonna grab it and come see this. We're just gonna dump it in. Literally. That is hot. Yeah, we're just gonna dump all that rice in. And all that's left under, we wanna grab that too. So now, we're gonna need 2 of these. So we got this one, and we got this one. And we just basically wanna mix. Okay? And if this dog food looks dry, it's because it is. It's dry right now because we just have rice, chicken, and eggshells in here. So we're gonna want, obviously, something else. And you wanna mix very, very well. And I think it smells this good because of the eggs and the rice, because the rice smells good. What do you think? What do you think? Wife. What do you think? Now, will I eat this?
Yeah.
I'll eat it. Let me taste it. Come. How does it taste? It tastes like meat with no seasoning. It tastes like your auntie. When you go to that auntie's place, that's how it tastes. Again, if I had to eat it, I would eat it. Now you tell me, wife, do these vegetables look good? Yeah, I told you. They look good. No, so here are the vegetables. Put it up here. All right, so again, we go in here and we just get everything in there. Mix. So let's just go ahead and dump it in there. You can do this slowly. You don't have to do it all at once, you know? So you just slowly build up to it. You could wait until this is fully cooled down, or you could do like me. This thing has to be like some sort of heat resistance for the most part. And you want to flip it over. There you go. Once you're done moving it around and you're done with all these steps, what's next, honestly, is just to store it. I like to store half on the top on my fridge and then the bottom on the refrigerator. Well, I think I said the opposite. So I like to freeze half and then have the top half there. And I basically just serve it to them. So I can serve it to them for the next 21 days. I honestly think this is gonna be a lot more than 21 days. But as you can see now, it's looking like much of a healthier mix. You see? You're seeing the eggs, you're seeing the eggshells, you're seeing the meat. Everything is incorporated, and that's what you're looking for. An equal part incorporation. We got some dog treats, dog bones. And we have dog food. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Oh, this is the next day. And this is how the dog food actually looks. Again, it's not the prettiest, but I guarantee you that they're actually gonna like it. And there you go. They are eating that up. You can see some of the rice, you can see some of the eggs, and that is it. And you can see that they are still wanting more. So guys, thank you for watching this video. That is how we make dog food from scratch in our house. And this right here is gonna last us for the next month almost, I'm thinking. I'll let you guys know in the comments like how long it actually lasts us. So subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified. If you guys want any more videos relating to how we save money in our house, let us know. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Long-term team out. Peace.